So, what if I told you the key to humanity's future wasn't on land, but actually out at sea? Today, we're diving into the autobiography of Reverend Myung Moon, and he lays out this really incredible vision where the ocean is the ultimate training ground for leaders and, get this, the foundation for global unity. Right off the bat, this quote tells you everything you need to know. For the author, the ocean isn't about kicking back and relaxing. Nope, it's a powerful force that demands discipline, that demands skill, and a whole lot of effort. Basically, it's a test, not a vacation. Okay, so how does that actually work? How does this trial by water create leaders? Well, the whole vision starts with this idea that the sea itself is the ultimate forge for building character. The training method is super practical. It's a system of dependency that leads to forced independence. First, you've got these crews being towed out, but then, bam, they're cut loose. They're on their own. They have to master everything, not just the big picture stuff like navigation, but all the nitty-gritty details, like how to mend a broken net. This whole process is designed to turn a complete novice into a self-sufficient leader. And the engine driving all of this is a mindset the author calls the Alaska spirit. It's all about pure, relentless endurance. We're talking about heading out at 5 in the morning and not coming back until the job is done, even if that's after midnight. This isn't just about fishing, it's a whole philosophy for life, overcoming any challenge with just sheer persistence. So you've got this intense training for individuals, but it's actually the building block for something way, way bigger. The author suggests that all of humanity is about to enter a completely new age, the Oceanic Era. To really get what this new era is all about, you kind of have to rethink everything you thought you knew about the sea. And it all starts with this really provocative question: what if waves aren't the enemy? And this is such a great way to understand the core idea. Most of us, we see crashing waves and we think, danger. But the author argues the exact opposite. He sees them as the ocean's lungs, constantly churning life-giving oxygen into the water. Without that motion, the sea would just stagnate and die. So the very thing we're afraid of is what keeps the ocean alive. But then he takes it a step further. He says, look, below all that chaos on the surface, there's this incredible peace. The deep ocean is a realm of total calm, where life just moves in these beautiful, coordinated ways. He holds this up as a vision for our world, a future of deep, profound peace, just waiting for us beneath the surface of all our current conflicts. So, if this oceanic era is really on the horizon, the next logical question is, who's going to lead it? And this is where the vision gets super specific, zeroing in on the unique role the author sees for one nation in particular: Korea. He lays out this case, and it really rests on a few key pillars. First, you've got Korea's modern industrial power in shipbuilding. Then there's its history of great sea leaders. And finally, there's this steely national character that was forged by being a peninsula, a geographic reality that he compares to other great seafaring civilizations like ancient Greece and Italy. To really drive this point home, he pulls another amazing metaphor from the ocean itself, the Kuroshio, also known as the Black Stream. This thing is a massive, powerful current that literally drives the circulation for the entire Pacific. So the analogy is that Korea's peace-loving culture needs to become a force of nature, just like that current. A cultural current so strong and steady that it actually influences the direction of the entire world, guiding it towards peace. It's all about becoming a source of positive global momentum. Now, you might be thinking, this all sounds a little abstract, right? A cultural current? But it's actually grounded in a real-world plan for a very specific place, the southern Korean coastal city of Yeosu. For the author, Yeosu isn't just some random city. He sees it as this historic and spiritual nexus point. It's the site of legendary naval battles, but it's also a place that has suffered from deep internal conflict. He actually spent months there himself, studying every little detail of the region long before it was chosen for the 2012 World Expo. And that expo? I mean, look at this number. 154 nations participated. For the author, this wasn't just a successful event. He saw it as a sign of what he calls heavenly fortune, something that was drawing the world's attention right to Yeosu, setting the stage for its big role. All right, for this last part, the vision zooms way out. We're going from the oceans all the way to the stars. This is where it all connects. So how do you actually make humanity one family? Well, the plan for Yeosu is incredibly practical. You build condominiums where people from all over the world can live together.
They might go out and fish on different boats all day, but they all come home to the same community. It's a tangible way to live out that idea.
And this is where things get really mind-bending. He says that mastering the ocean, well, that's not the final goal. It's just practice. He sees the deep ocean and deep space as two sides of the same coin. Both are hostile frontiers that require incredible technology and human cooperation to conquer. It's the ultimate training ground for our next great adventure. And again, this wasn't just talk. He put his money where his mouth was, backing a project to build an industrial park for producing advanced helicopters. This was a direct investment in the very technology he saw as crucial for this connected ocean and space future. So when you put it all together, it really comes down to this one huge, ambitious question. By turning to face the immense challenges of the ocean together, can humanity forge the kind of unity we need, not just for a peaceful world, but for our future out among the stars? It's a lot to think about.